I am a professional investor competing in the US Investing Championship. All of my trades have been on YouTube for the last 2 years, actually 3 years, and there's a spreadsheet of every trade that I'm putting on in the US Investing Championship that you can look at down in the description of this video below. Today, we're going to watch this video about all the other jokers who are on YouTube who don't do anything like what we do, who are not professionals, who are only YouTubers, and don't actually do any sort of trading whatsoever. But this channel tracked 16 YouTubers, 14 of them beat the stock market. I actually left a couple comments on this. We'll be mentioning this in a few minutes, but I'm excited to watch this. This video is popping off real big lately, but I wasn't included in this list, so I'm super bummed out about that. Maybe I'll be included next time, but let's watch this together. This is 16 YouTubers and 14 beat the stock market.
Of 16 popular investors. Who was the best stock picker of the year and who was the worst? The results are incredible, with the winner making almost 60% returns. Have you noticed that every single year, stock YouTuber like me make the exact same video? Top 10 stocks to get rich in 2026. 7 stocks to buy in 2026. These 5 stocks will make a millionaire in 26. I watched this video. These 5 stocks will.
Yeah. All of that is engagement bait. All of that is clickbait. And why do I say that? Every single one of these stocks, I don't think any of these guys are Nostradamus. I mean, last I checked, not. Only Nancy Pelosi can actually see the future for the stock prices, and none of them look like Nancy Pelosi to me. And this is why professional investors don't make these kind of videos. Professional jokers, they do, right? Buy this stock now if you want to be a millionaire in 2026. These 5 stocks will make millionaires in 2026. The top 7 stocks to buy now for 2026 that are high growth. Top 10 stocks I'm buying to get rich in 2026 without getting lucky. Every single one of these videos is just somebody's guess. Somebody's guess. Now, let's think about this logically, right? Do they know the future? No, of course not. Do I know the future? No, of course not. But I'm not pretending, because I am a professional and this is actually how I make my money. I am not pretending to know what's going to happen. These stocks could be amazing stocks, or they could be garbage. They could trend up to $1,000 a share, or they could trend down to nothing, right? The thing with these stock picks is that because you don't know the future, assigning some sort of future value to these based on whatever metric you choose to is an isolated occurrence. Nobody gives a monkey donkey about it. It is as useful as pissing into the wind. It is as useful as throwing your coin down a wishing well. Just because you say, I want this stock to go to this price, means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And a professional investor would know this, like Rick. Rick is a professional investor, also one of our Ovtlyr University students. What is Ovtlyr University, real quick? Let me take a side tangent. Ovtlyr University is our way to give back to you and make you successful. Over on our YouTube channel, go to the playlist and you'll see Ovtlyr University Bravo and Ovtlyr University Alpha. Where is Alpha at? Where is Ovtlyr University Alpha? It's somewhere. Maybe it's in there too. Either way. The point of Ovtlyr University is to make you successful, right? We are giving everything away completely for free, absolutely no cost whatsoever. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. Thank you. I totally missed it. Absolutely no cost to you whatsoever to teach you how to be successful. Now, the deal with Ovtlyr University is that, and understand, 50% of the people who watch these videos to learn how to trade are going to listen passively. It's going to go in one ear and out the other, and they're not going to have anything different happen in their lives. 25% of the people are going to listen, they're going to implement, but they're not going to understand what they're doing. They're going to F things up, and then they're going to come back and say, Chris made me sell my SoFi shares. Chris has had this exact thing happen. I've seen the YouTube comments. You made me sell my SoFi shares. You're a big boy. You're a big girl. I didn't make you do anything. I'm just showing you how to trade. And there are times where you get into a stock and it goes down, or you get out of a stock and it goes up. That's part of life. That's part of being a professional investor. But there are 25% of you who are going to listen, you're going to implement, and you are going to change your life. You're going to create generational wealth in the process, like I have done because of trading. Now, this is provided 100% for free, no strings attached whatsoever. And one of the things that we teach in class is that all stocks are bad. What does all stocks are bad mean? That means every stock in the market has the objective of one thing: to steal your money. All stocks are out there trying to steal your money. Now, I know some trolls already smashing their keyboard saying, no, all stocks are investments in the company. And if you believe in the company, then it's going to go up. And the company has to have great management and an amazing CEO and a fantastic product and sales growth and blah, blah, blah. None of that matters. All stocks are bad, but every once in a while they act right. Every once in a while they act right. Your job is to identify when they are acting right and to ride that wave up, get out of the way, and then when it comes back down, you're not part of it, right? I want to show you Tesla, because Tesla is a perfect example of a stock acting right and a stock. This is not Tesla. TSLA. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right here. There we go. So 3 different occurrences where a Tesla went up and came back down. 1, 2, 3, right? If you are a Tesla investor, you don't know when these bullish trends start, how high it's going to go, right? All 3 of these circled right here had the exact same bullish crossover, with the 10 EMA going over the 20 EMA and price going over the 50 EMA. That is mathematically sound, always works every single time, because it's just math, and I don't have to put any sort of YouTube disclaimer on that whatsoever. When the 10 EMA is over the 20 EMA, price is over the 50 EMA, it is always a bullish trend, because mathematically it cannot do that without it going up. Now, the thing is that you don't know how long it's going to go up. Case in point, this one right here went up, had a nice return, came back down. This one went up, didn't have a nice return, came right back down. This one went up, had a huge return, and then came back down. Now, when I say all stocks are bad, every once in a while they act right, this acted right like crazy. You don't know if each one of these instances here will result in a huge win, a break even, or even a small win. You don't know. You have no idea. You can't tell it what it's going to do. It will do what it's going to do, and you get to ride along with it elsewise, or choose to step out of the way. That's your choice. Now, as it went up, it's acting right. As it approaches the top and starts coming back down, it's not acting right anymore. Well, Chris, you can't tell me when the top is going to happen. I may not be able to tell you when the top is going to happen, and you don't have to know when the top is going to happen. But just like every time you walk into your favorite restaurant, right? You're not walking into your favorite barbecue restaurant to eat the bun, right? You're not trying to eat the top 10% and the bottom 10% of that sandwich you're buying. No, you're eating the middle 80%. This is what you're here for, right? Now, apply that to trading. Look at how much money you can make in the middle 80%, going from A to B, right? And then as it goes up, we don't know where that top is going to be. And then it comes back down. Hey, you know what? I could actually still make a killing. Generational wealth can be made in the process of understanding when to get in and when to get out. And what you're seeing right here is what we call the market cycle. The market cycle is not a theory. The market cycle is reality. Let me go to my market cycle slide real quick. Where's my market cycle slide? Here. Now, look at this slide and look at Tesla. This and this are the exact same things, right? Stage 1 is down here at the bottom, the consolidation phase. Stage 2 is this big, beautiful run up that everybody wants to be a part of. And I don't know why YouTubers think that they know when the future is going to happen. Stage 3 is the top, when the moving averages start crossing over. When the moving averages start crossing over. And stage 4 is the decline. And this is what it looks like here in practice. And you can look at dozens and hundreds and thousands of stocks and see the exact same thing happening. The market cycle is real. Now, do these jokers know what the market cycle is? Probably not, because the only thing that they care about is getting clicks. My job is to, number 1, show you how to trade. Number 2, to make as much money as possible for myself in trading. And number 3, show you what I'm trading in the US Investing Championship. And that's why we're doing this live. And I am so passionate, and you probably can't tell how passionate I am. Now let's continue on with this video.
Will make a millionaire in 26. I watched these videos myself. In fact, this week I was going to do the same thing. It's the perfect moment. I was going to give you the 5 ad economics stocks for 26 and call it a day. But then I thought, wait a second, every year these influencers make this prediction, but no one hold them accountable.
You know what? I'm not ever going to make that video. I will never, ever, ever in the history of time make this is my 5 best stocks for 2026, because I don't know the future. And in fact, one of my mentors, one of the greatest traders of all time. And if you can claim to be a trader and you don't know who he is, you're not actually a trader. Mark Minervini, who has twice won the US Investing Championship, had this to say: those who ask me where the market will be in a year or at what level the S&P 500 will bottom totally misunderstand what it takes to be a great trader. I am in the business of responding, not prediction. Telling the future is impossible and unnecessary. Trading is a now business. It is impossible, it is unnecessary, and there is no reason to go out and make a 2026 "this is my 5 best stocks" pick video. In fact, I left a comment about this, right? I would encourage you and everyone to follow my channel. I am a professional investor and I'm competing in the 2026 US Investing Championship. All trades are being made live on YouTube with full transparency. And all of my trades for years have also been recorded and on playlists on YouTube. These are the playlists right here. Here's the 2025 trades, the 2024 trades, and the 2026 trades that we're doing for the US Investing Championship. I put my money where my mouth is. Looking forward to being included in your next video. The reply was, hey, thanks for the comment. I'll give it a look. But to be included in the next video, you got to do a top stock picks for 2026 with at least 5 picks. Here's the deal. Adrianomics. It's not going to happen. Why is it not going to happen? Because professional YouTubers do that. Professional investors don't make those predictions. We don't have to make those predictions. It is completely unnecessary to make those predictions. The objective here is to look for the market trends to happen, get on them while they're working, get off of them when they stop working, and then get out of the way. Now, the problem here is that most people want to have some sort of control over the market. In fact, I actually, because I am a professional investor, I'm going to just reiterate that over and over. I actually worked with a trading psychologist for years. The biggest takeaway that I took from working with a trading psychologist was, I have no control over what the market is going to do. I cannot assume that when X happens, Y will be the outcome, because unlike everything else in life, the outcomes have absolutely no bearing on what the inputs are. Okay? It's just a thing. The outcomes have absolutely nothing to do with what the inputs are. Now, because of that, we have to control our trades by position sizing, knowing where we're going to get in and where we're going to get out. That is it. That is it. Those are the only things we can control once we're in the market. And having "this is my best stock picks of the year" video, it's pretty asinine to me. It's useless. It is just, let's be honest here. It is mental masturbation. It is just you telling the world, I want my stock to go to $100 a share. SoFi is going to go to $100 a share, and everybody's going to be all happy and glory, and SoFi is the future of finance. Are we children? I guess the people who watch these videos are children because they want magical fairy tales told to them. I don't know how far I'm going to get in this video. We're 59 seconds into it, and I'm already raging.
So I decided to make this video instead, tracking the real market results of their top picks of last year and see who was the best. I honestly assume most of those guys would underperform, and I was ready to expose them and make a sensational video, but the data proved me wrong. Out of 16 investors, 14 beat the S&P 500 and the
You should have had me right there, an actual real professional investor.
Nasdaq. Only 2 underperformed. Crazy, right? 3 of them made over 50% returns. Basically, Wall Street got beaten by a bunch of random YouTubers like me, in-your-face index fund purists. Before we start...
Now that I agree with. In fact, Joe, you guys know Joe. Joe, one of our outlier partners, employees, I guess you could say. Joe sent me another channel that was looking for influencers to partner with. And I said, Joe, this is the exact people who don't want to work with us. Most finance people will tell you you need to be scared to death to trade your own money. They will tell you, get used to. In fact, my friend was approached by his financial advisor, and he said, listen, you are getting 6% returns this year. You're probably going to get 6% returns forever. Just get used to that, right? And he's like, this guy doesn't sound like he knows what he's talking about, Chris. And I would agree. Most financial advisors don't want you to trade. They are terrified of you actually knowing what you're doing. You don't need a financial advisor. If you really want to do absolutely nothing, just buy SPY or VOO and just call it a day. You don't have to do either of those things, right? You can actually have a plan that has a statistical edge that you can implement into the market. And a lot of people would say trading is like gambling. Well, it's really not. When you are gambling, you walk into the casino and the casino is the one that has the edge. When you use the data at your fingertips, you can assign what the probabilities are, what your edge actually is, and then you can walk into the casino and you can be the edge, right? You can have your own edge that you take into investing, and then you can run that edge until the end of the world. So let's go ahead. I'm going to fast forward because I don't want to hear every single spot where people are going, truthfully, because I'm kind of jacked on this video here. So apparently Felix is one of the greatest investors of all time, and so is Chris Stain, and so is Business with Brian. Where's Jeremy? Jeremy's down in B tier. I mean, I don't know where I would end up. I guess I wouldn't end up on the list. I guess I would be such a shitty investor that I wouldn't make it on the list because don't you understand? Real investors, the real investors, they actually put their investments out on YouTube. Real investors actually making videos where they put their investment picks out on YouTube, and you know, they know exactly what's going to happen in the future. And a stupid lowly guy like yourself is not a professional investor. If you're not putting out at least 5 stock picks about what's going to happen in 2026, you can't call yourself an investor. But you know what you can do? We can take a 17-second break because I hear somebody knocking at the door. So somebody's knocking at the door. Who could that person be? Who could be knocking at the door?
Are you ready? Let's go!
Respect is earned. Respect is never given.
That's right, it's me, Chris James. Real millionaires, you know the deal. We pick all them stocks early. We know exactly what's gonna happen because we gonna go be Chris James. All that. I got my rollers over here, got my gold chains. You know the deal. You ain't picking no stock picks. You ain't no professional investor. You know what's happening. Chris James in the house. So because of that, Chris James, here's Chris James pick. Ready? We're gonna put Chris James on this list. We're gonna be more top. Oh god, my grill fell out. We're gonna be more topper than I can't do the grills. We're gonna be more topper than the S tier. Let's go pick. Let's do this thing. What's my top 5 picks for the year? Google gonna go to $18.45 million per share. Google, put it in the chat. You know where it's at. Google go $18.45 million per share. What's next? Chris only has 41% of his hair. Him stock. Hims. We got Google top pick. Him stock going to go to $42.12 per share. That's right. You know it's real gold when you can bite it. When you can bite it like that. SoFi is the future of finance. I know for sure it's going to be $14,000.12 and $43 and change on the top of SoFi. How many is that? Chris James can't even count that high. We got Google's, we got Hims, we got SoFi, Tesla. Chris James drives Tesla. You know that. Chris James got a new Tesla for every day of the week because Chris James got Teslas every day of the week. Tesla, my number 4. And where's Lambos? Lambos, they ain't even got a stock. Lambos are so good, they don't have to have a stock because they're the best. I got 12 Lambos around my Lambo-shaped pool and my Lambo-shaped gold mansion. $18.45 million. That's right. That's how much my Lambos cost. Celsius. Chris is jacked up on Sudafed and Celsius today. That's my number 4 or 5. I kind of lost count. Doesn't matter because Chris James know exactly what's going to happen. Chris James know they got to put the grill back in because Chris James know that's my top picks for the year. Put it in the chat. You know the deal. We got Googles. We got Celsius. We got Teslas. We got I don't even remember what all the hell else I said. Hims. That's the picture of the year. There's the grill go flying again. Here's the deal. We professional investors around here. Please. And because of that, I'll never pick a stock pick. Chris James is never going to pick a stock pick. That's it. All right, listen. That was fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Obviously, I will never pick out any stocks like that because you know what? I'm not that kind of guy. I'm the kind of guy who likes to take things seriously like a professional investor with these gold chains and gold rings and rollies and everything else, right? So listen, if you're ready to save time, make money, and start winning with less risk, click one of these 2 videos. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. This was a great video. We'll talk soon.